So there's a few things I'm going to cover today, guys. I'm going to go over, right, exactly what the crack is with the lockdown that we knew we were getting and Keir Starmer being a twat, which I talked about the other day on my live stream. Then I'm going to cover the WHO's latest declaration, and then I'm going to cover the comedy genius that is The Guardian's take on events. Because it really does it takes the biscuit, the cake, the fucking Twix, the Snickers. It takes more confectionery than fucking Diane Abbott doing the breaststroke in the cake aisle on Supermarket Sweep. Oh, and by the way, if anyone wonders why we've had radio silence on the Angry Bootneck Facebook page, apparently that they've moved the goalposts and they didn't tell anybody, right? Covertly moved a couple of fucking 40-foot bright white goalposts. You would think we would have seen that, wouldn't you? But apparently we didn't. Hate speech. It doesn't mean calling for the murder of or genocide of entire communities of people. It doesn't. It means what did I write this one? It means as if these fucking mongs get paid by us. Like that was my controversial comment about politicians. Like my mate put, like, oh yeah, Keir Starmer's advocating another lockdown, and I said, as if these fucking mongs get paid. Yeah, and apparently that is hate speech. Well, first of all, I don't think these is a protected characteristic. I don't think these is a community we could all get behind and push into the sea. So I think the Zucker twat's been a little bit broad with his brush strokes here. Might just be me. Maybe I'm being unreasonable. What else have I got? The French are still fucking useless then, eh? Right? I don't think that's particularly bad. Yeah, it's slagging off the French, but in that comical, jocular way that British people do. Well, not even just the British, is it? It's the Americans, it's the Australians, it's most of the Canadians. Well, anyone who's ever met a Frenchman, let's be honest, right? Bit of bants. I wasn't saying, you know what we should do? We should gather up 65 million French people, grind them down into a nice sort of paste, and then feed them to prisoners, yeah? That would be hate speech. I think that would definitely count, and I would support a ban for such crimes. But not this. Oh, they've deleted the rest of them. My American mate showed me a picture of some scran, and I said, you dirty fat yank fuckers would eat deep fried dog shit. That was all I said, and it was, yeah, hate speech. So, if anyone wants to know why I'm elusive on social media, that's why. I've been the hateful bigotry of saying things that everybody in Britain agrees with. Yeah, find me a British person who doesn't think the MPs are absolute mongs, and well, you've found a dodo. You've got a unicorn there. Fuck me. Anyway, so Boris Johnson locking everyone in again. Keir Starmer, as I talked about on my live stream the other day, people, if you're a lunatic and you think Keir Starmer's going to be better than Boris Johnson, look what he came out with. After I showed you, he got his shadow justice secretary. He was there saying, you know what we should do? We should just stop people from talking about anything controversial. Yeah, freedom. It's madness. The world's gone crazy. Anyway, Keir Starmer said, why hasn't the UK opted for another lockdown? So Boris Johnson's trying to, at least, wanker that he is, play some sort of straddle both sides of the fence. And he said, no, it's not. We're not going to do a lockdown. We're going to have a tier system. It's a limited lockdown. It is. But Keir Starmer was like, yeah, fuck it. Why even rename it? Let's just do a lockdown. Fuck it. Oh yeah, and let's just round up all the journalists for talking to people we don't like. Yeah, cheers, Keir. Cheers. Sir Keir, if there's ever been a better advertisement for burning down the fucking honours system to the ground, it's Sir Keir Starmer. Sir. I've got less respect for Sir Keir. And it's supposed to be an honorific, like you say that to people you respect. I've got less respect for Sir Keir Starmer than I have for Gary Glitter. And not only is Gary Glitter a pedo, Gary Glitter is the stupidest pedo on planet Earth because he took his laptop full of porn to PC World for repairs instead of buying a new one, right? I mean, I don't want to be here and start giving out nonce tips. Yeah, top tips for nonces. But I reckon if you're a multi-millionaire rock star and you've got a PC packed to the digital rafters with vile, repellent pornography, I reckon the sensible thing to do when it breaks is smash it to bits with a hammer. I don't think you should take it into PC World and assume the technicians are going to fix it and not look what's on it. Not only is he a nonce, he's got the fucking brains of a sausage roll. He's a stupid nonce. A nonce that still needs Velcro on his shiny boots. So yeah, no respect for him. But Keir Starmer, he's one rung underneath Gary. And I wanted to talk about the fact that A, the WHO has basically said we shouldn't be locking people down. And B, the Guardian take on this. But I mean, I love it. I'll start with the first one. So the WHO's backflipped on the virus stance, saying what I've been saying since March, and even cleverer people like Hitchens have been saying since February, which is the fucking negative effects from strokes, heart defects, cancer, no exercise, economic ruin, suicide, addiction, stillborn babies, you name it. It's literally killing hundreds of thousands of people for a virus that isn't that dangerous. That's what normal people have been saying for the last 6 months in a nutshell, in one neat sentence. And I don't do neat sentences very often, because I'm a gobshite. But that's it. And now the WHO are basically trying to say, like, yeah, well, we didn't tell everyone to lock people down. like we don't know the WHO's been taking Chinese gold for the last 12 months. Well, probably last 12 fucking years, let's be honest. And this is from news.com Australia, so it's not like I'm picking this from David Icke's reptilian textbook. Yeah. David Icke's lizard lexicon. I'm not getting it from that. I'm getting it from news.com. That'll be... The reason I'm making that point will become apparent very soon. But, yeah, they've said it's fucking shocking. It's the lockdown's worse than the virus because of all of the consequences. Yeah. They said lockdowns have one awful consequence you must never belittle, and that is making poor people an awful lot poorer. Obviously, that'll kill fucking millions. Yeah, they said, we do not advocate lockdowns as the primary means of control of the virus, told the Spectator. So yeah, totally reasonable. And the Great Barrington Declaration was signed by thousands of people. It includes Sunetra Gupta of University of Oxford, Jay Batara of Stanford, and Martin Kulldorff at Harvard. So you've got Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, right? Sensible, reasonable people. Look how the Guardian reported this. Just look at it. It perfectly illustrates the point I've made about this weird thing whereby even the coronavirus has gone political. It seems as if you're reasonable centrist, right-leaning or right-wing, you're sort of up for freedom and letting everybody out. And if you're a lefty twat, I can only assume because they want the economy to tank, because they think it helps them politically, then for some reason you're 100% behind locking everybody in their houses, which really does beg a belief, doesn't it? Because it's insanity. Like, liberal people were supposed to be the ones who are more happy to take risks, who are more happy to put themselves out there. Conservatives are supposed to be the ones who are risk averse, the ones who want to err on the side of caution. But in these insane political times, yeah, where we've got... I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? We've got men with fucking tits, we've got women with cocks, we've got very, very tall midgets, and we've got obese anorexics. So I shouldn't be so surprised that we've got liberals who are fucking scared of their own shadows and don't want to take any risks. We are where we are. But look at this. Look how they reported that. People from Oxford, Harvard, Stanford. It says, herd immunity letter signed by fake experts, including Dr. Johnny Bananas. Well, the headline is funny. I'm sure there's a few fake signatories on there, but the headline is, letter signed by fake experts, including Dr. Johnny Bananas. Like, all right, it does include Johnny Bananas, right? It does. But it also includes Mr. Bachara from Stanford, and Mr. Kulldorff at Harvard, and Mr. Gupta from University of Oxford, doesn't it? You don't put that in the headlines. You don't put, look at all the thousands of PhDs, doctors and scientists who signed it. You put in the headline, Dr. Johnny Bananas. Also, look, open letter calling for strategy, also signed by Prof. Cominic Dummings. It's fucking brilliant. So that's the headline. And that's the subheader from a letter signed by tens of thousands of medical experts. That's the headlines. Johnny Bananas and Cominic Dummings. Yeah, nobody else. Just them two. Just them two. Nobody else of any interest. says an open letter that made headlines calling for a herd immunity approach has fake names among its signatories, including Johnny Bananas and Cominic Dummings. It's said to have been signed by more than 15,000 scientists, but we looked really hard, and of them thousands of scientists, we found a couple of fake names that people put on there for a laugh, right? Basically, that should be the headline. It says we also found several homeopaths who bizarrely, The Guardian fucking loves. The Guardian loves a bit of homeopathy, don't they, normally? They love that hippie shit, but all of a sudden, again, up is down, left is right. Others listed include a resident at the University of Your Mum and another supposed specialist whose name was the first verse of the Macarena. Well, yeah, whoa, don't be talking shit about the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Well, fall out if you're going to slag them off. So there you go, Sky News discovered. Fuck it, and they always, have you noticed how I've been doing this a lot lately? They always talk their achievements up, they know the shit achievements. Sky News discovered. You mean literally anyone who isn't a complete retard could look at the tens of thousands of signatories and go, oh look, haha, someone on here signed Cominic Dummings, titter. That's literally all it is, it's a joke, and normal people would crack on reading the important parts of this instead of fucking writing an entire news piece, well, news, it's a comic, The Guardian. It's fucking, you get more information off the back of a packet of tabs. But, yeah, instead of, oh, we discovered this. You know, you mean a bloke read the fucking thing. Christ almighty, it's not rocket science, is it? And then they're like, and quickly shovel this in. And also academics from Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, Edinburgh, Sussex, York, experts, etc. But more importantly, someone put the name down as Dr. Johnny Bananas. Fuck off, Guardian. So, yeah, that's a load of shite. The Who are trying to backtrack because they know the jig is up. And normal people, the general public, have had enough. And worst of all, as I said they would do from the beginning, as we keep saying, Boris and them fucking know it. The penny's dropped by now, but they're doing what all politicians have done. And they haven't got the guts to face the mirror and admit they were wrong. Admit they were wrong. Sweden's been proved right, Brazil's doing alright, all the places where Belarus, I don't know, all the places where they've had a sceptical approach and a measured approach are doing better. And in the next 20 fucking years, in 20 years time, we're going to look back at this. Look at my old videos if you want me to prove you right. Since March I've been saying it. Because common sense said so. Numbers say so. Statistics say so. If you lock people in their houses for fucking 6 months, you will kill hundreds of thousands of them. Lockdown liver. Middlesbrough looks like the third world now thanks to lockdown liver. It's in ruins because these morons haven't got any common sense whatsoever and they listen to modelling from fuckwits like Neil Ferguson. Neil Fergatwat, who hasn't got anything right. He couldn't find his arse with both fucking hands, that useless twat. And these fuckers have been listening to him for months. It staggers me. Staggers me. And I can't admit they're wrong because politicians never do. So we're all in for the long haul, boys. Grab a bag rat and a gallon of water and get on the camel because we're all in for the long haul. Unbelievable. The penny's dropped. You know it, I know it, and they know it. But they won't admit it because they've got spine of a jellyfish. And we're going to have to wait until some gash vaccine comes out that isn't even 100% reliable. And that'll give them the get out clause. Mark my words, that's what's going to happen. It'll come out and the data will go like, ugh. It's like the flu vaccine. It's only like 50% effective and, you know, it doesn't really stop it. And they'll go, yeah, back to normal. Yeah, back to normal. They knew we should have just went back to normal in fucking April. But they didn't have the balls to admit they were wrong. So now we have to wait for a vaccine that hardly works. And then they'll get back to normal and go, oh, yeah, there you go, yeah, job's a good one. Anyway, that's me for the day. I thought that'd make you laugh. The fucking Guardian. They are not worth the paper they're printed on. Honestly, you could go through the entire Guardian from first page to last and you would get more relevant real-world information. Checking out the washing instructions from a pair of fucking Y-fronts. It's unbelievable. What a piss take. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Cheers.